Yeah, still on regulators and finance. CBN has increased the benchmark interest rate for lending.
The third time in some months
Okay,
or
so for
thereabouts.
the non-finance people, what does that even mean? Before they go and see plenty hot takes on Twitter.
I'm not a finance person, but yeah, it's just basically putting like a benchmark to say yes, this is yes, you are selling financial services. This is benchmark to which you are using to sell it. So the recent time that that it was increased, Emefiele was still the governor then. So he did it, and then GT Bank and I think Access Bank as well sent a mail to their users that yes, following the recent they are increasing their interest rates. GT Bank increased for their quick credit. I think the increases to 2% then, and Access Bank also did the same thing. So it's just basically, okay, yes, selling financial instruments. These are like the benchmark issues, and each time that goes up. So, and in most cases, it's in line with, say, inflation and stuff like that, just to cushion,
Exactly.
protect the economy.
Okay, so just to be clear, when the CBN increases these benchmark interest rates, it means my bank is likely going to increase their interest rates for loans.
Yes.
So if I want to borrow money
Those
from the
are
bank,
even the loans that you've borrowed that you are currently financing.
it will increase too.
Yes, depending on the context of the loan. So there are some loans that this time they use for it, but it uses prevailing rates. So it's not the rate at which to get the loan. So if in the middle of the loan,
Wow.
the interest rate increases, you also affect your loan. So, but I think it's only mortgage that does fix that. If you take it at 7% or whatever percentage throughout the
Payment
period, it's going to remain the same. But most other loans, you take the loan today, and if tomorrow the bank increase the interest rates,
it will affect my
definitely
loan.
it will affect you.
So they will have to restructure my payment.
That was a loan I was financing with GT Bank then. So when the interest rate increased, so like GT and then.
Oh, so this actually affects personal loans that you get through that app, business loans, whatever.
Yeah. That's the whole point of increasing.
No, I thought it
benchmark
will
rates.
only
Affect
affect
new one. No,
new loans, not
existing,
previous loans.
existing.
Even
Affects
existing loans. Wow.
The one you're currently servicing is also.
Wow. And mortgage is fixed. So why?
No, it's the federal mortgage I'm talking about too. I'm not talking about
bank mortgage.
bank mortgage. It's the federal mortgage I'm talking about.
Boy, there are so many things we need to understand about Nigerian financial space. For instance, why can't I easily find a resource to go and get mortgage? I need to own a house, for crying out loud.
The federal mortgage,
I don't have 50 million
the
to
federal
burn at
mortgage
once.
on websites, it's not up to date.
Okay.
Someone was dragging them on Twitter the other day. Like, it's not up to date, and these are the guys that seems like to be that seems like the best option to get a mortgage for a say an average Nigeria. For she used that word, maybe an average Nigeria. Currently, an average Nigeria cannot do a house. No.
But I also think it's important, before we move on, it's important for people to know why the CBN does these things, and it's a way to
It's
control.
mostly for inflation.
Yes, because some people might not know what the correlation is, right? But
Okay.
if you have basic understanding of what causes inflation, inflation is caused when there's too much money in circulation. So if you can borrow more, then there's the likelihood that you have more money with you. But if interest rates have increased, you will not be, the ginger to borrow will drop. And most times is mostly for all these like market makers, like people that buy, all these rich people. They don't, sorry, Otedolas and Co. They don't use their money for a lot of things that they do. So if they want to make money, take loan here, buy this security, make money. So it's usually, and they do these things in like really large quantities, and when they are the market makers, right? So when they increase interest rates, the ginger to buy those risky assets will fall. So if people cannot buy those risky assets, circulation of money in the economy drops, right? So why is the man smiling?
I'm waiting for you to finish.
Circulation of money in the economy drops, right? And that way they can control inflation. And it's also really important to note that inflation globally has really been high. Even the US now, they've increased their own interest rates. I think is at a 22-year high right now.
Canada also did same about a couple of months ago.
Yes. So it's not just a Nigeria thing. It's a global thing, right? And it's something that will probably keep happening for some time until we can get this whole inflation thing in check.
Yeah, but then Nigeria's inflation has been like
Yes, for Nigeria's own.
been
Yeah,
last
like
couple of years. Like
the global one met Nigeria's
like
it's met Nigeria's own.
It is
It
today
has-
is
it's now
17,
worse. Yeah,
tomorrow is
yeah.
19%. Next tomorrow, like
Okay.
it's the rate. at
Emmanuel
which
wants to
it's
attack
climbing.
me.
No. Everything you said
Okay.
is perfectly fine. I'm fine
Okay.
with it.
All right.
My issue is Nigeria tends to copy global best practices without local context. That is my issue.
Localize
True.
things without like considering the dynamics of the Africa. So this didn't work in the US. Oh yeah, let's bring it home.
So, I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from the people that are at CBN right now. They are way smarter than me in financial services. But me, I'm saying it from the perspective of how it's affecting me. Bolu, in this economy that we are, is there too much money in circulation?
Yeah, when he said that, I wanted to say don't go and say it on Twitter because they drag me from here to.
No, in this
To
economy,
Abuja and
there's
back.
too much money in circulation.
Oh well,
So-
there is.
so-
say
so-
your National Assembly is getting 70 billion or what they're about to.
So
Can't give
I don't
8K.
want to shade anybody, right? But
Yeah,
You
so
should
that's
let
why
it-
you can't get 8K. Abi.
No, because money is not in circulation. There's inflation. Money is in circulation. There's still inflation. So Nigerian economics, for me, I think we need to have anytime the CBN does things like this, they brought Naira float, they remove subsidy. I'm just looking at everybody. Oh, this is what it will do. This is what it will do. I'm not looking. I say,
No,
we are pretending as if we're not in the same
no.
Nigeria.
So in most cases, when you get hear stuff like that and you hear people's analysis, they are doing it based on as it should.
Ceteris paribus.
So this thing should. So no, yeah, it's a case of yes. If I sleep, I should wake up.
What if-
Stuff like that. Yes,
yeah, it's
you might
basic textbook.
So
Exactly that, on
Nigeria,
paper.
when Nigeria drinks
paper.
water, it will stick in our teeth.
on paper.
Drinking water.
On paper.
We need to speak for drinking
We need
water.
toothpick to drink water.
On paper. So in most cases, when it's people,
I think
say
that's
something
that's
that's
absolutely
what's
correct.
supposed to happen on paper.
Yeah, yeah. But Nigeria's cases.
No, I mean in the MPC meeting that they had, the acting CBN governor said they are not trying to unify the exchange rate. I'm like,
So what did they now?
what did they not do?
Saying something with your left hand and then doing something with your right hand.
So-
and then your two hands doesn't.
They don't agree.
They don't seem to agree.
So I mean, what is causing inflation? I don't know if it's interest rate too, because it's not like money was flowing in Nigeria like that before. I feel like a lot of the things we are addressing, the exchange, unified exchange rate, subsidy,
It's not what we
we're
should
just
be
treating the symptoms. We're not
Um,
treating the actual cause of
so-
the problem.
You said something about maybe those guys are smarter than you. I don't know about that, and I will not say whether yes or no. So, the former CBN governor on national TV attacked this online platform that
Aboki FX.
Aboki FX, that they are the reason.
You know, Aboki FX have been beefing that guy since.
Say he said this. Come on, I don't. So saying stuff like that, I will. I don't know. Anyway, it might be right, but it seems far-fetched to say yes. Someone that is just posting a daily exchange rate is the one driving down the value. Okay, Aboki FX has been shut down before they rebranded to Grey a couple of months ago, even last year. After that, dollar has been. I mean, Naira exchange to dollar has been on the nosedive,
Yeah.
like steady.
It makes me remember what they said when CBN banned them. They said, we hope this ban will improve our Naira. value of the Naira."
No, dollar now is. I mean, Naira to a dollar is now about 800 and something K, depending on.
There's also something we need to understand about that thing. Is does that exchange rate really mean something bad? Like the fact that dollar to naira is 800.
So-
for a country that are mostly dependent
On imports.
Imports.
That is the
for a
cost.
country that is mostly dependent on imports.
But
so
then,
it's
if you want to
really-
encourage exports,
You don't do
is
that
that
by-
not a good way to encourage exports?
Wait. So you don't start from there. You're starting from the end. What are you exporting?
chicken and egg.
Are you producing anything to export?
Chicken and egg.
right, yeah, right.
Chicken and egg. So it's a case of yes, we are trying to put the chicken before the egg, but it's
Or-
the egg that,
Or is it
Hatch
cat before
and
the
then-
horse we should use here?
or maybe cat before the horse. So we are trying
That's
to put
true.
the cat before the horse. So it's something that we should do first before we now say, okay, yes, let's do this. So right now, farmers are not producing anything, like because the insecurity and stuff like that. And then to assess inputs, they are really not there. So
Yeah.
it's just, and then you're now, okay, yes, let's just do this instead of doing this before you do this. The
So-
cat before the horse.
You're supposed to
True,
produce.
true,
Then maybe if you want to devalue your currency, devalue it
Devalue
to
it.
encourage the export. So we've devalued it now. Okay, what are we exporting?
Hmm.
You see the same oil and cashew and
Yeah,
yeah.
we still even export
we-
cashew,
we can-
cocoa,
Yeah,
groundnut.
but not
rubber.
in the quantity. Actually, agriculture still contributes a significant amount to our GDP. So
Okay.